All right, everybody, it's that time. Let's start crafting some of our DIYs. So the first DIY that we have up that we're gonna make is our face and body oil. You'll notice it's in this beautiful 4-ounce glass bottle, and it's also going to be in a dropper bottle topper here, and you'll understand the reason why for that in just a little bit. So instead of me taking this time to tell you guys how to make the DIY, it's found above, just in the description. But I think it's imperative that we take some time to really understand the beautiful 5 essential oils that are used in this blend that you can see right here. Our first oil is Helichrysum. Our second oil is going to be myrrh. Our third essential oil is blue tansy. Our fourth is sacred frankincense. And then our last one is geranium. So why don't we take some time to just kind of break these apart and understand why they create this powerhouse face and body oil blend, because it's going to absolutely blow you away. So our first essential oil is going to be Helichrysum. So Helichrysum right here is used for a variety of reasons for supporting your skin. I want you to pause right now and say to yourself, you know what? Have I ever been diagnosed with a condition such as psoriasis? Do I notice on my skin maybe I have some scarring happening? Maybe you might have those spidery veins that are happening on your legs. I want you to think and look up the amazing properties of Helichrysum and ask yourself, is this an essential oil that can possibly support my wellness journey? And I think you might be really pleased with the results. We're going to use Helichrysum to help bring circulation and support circulation to our skin, especially when it's exposed to the sun. So Helichrysum, again, a super powerhouse oil, but let's move on to our next one. So the next essential oil, myrrh, should not come as a shock to you. A lot of us realize that myrrh has even been mentioned back in biblical times. It was one of the gifts that was given to baby Jesus. So you're probably scratching your head and saying, okay, Karen, but why is it in our face and body oil? Well, I want you to look at myrrh right here, and I want you to consider some of the skin supporting properties that it has. So this myrrh essential oil has been referenced in Egyptian lists. So we're talking thousands and thousands of years ago. And it was found to be in over 877 of their medications and prescriptions that they would help to give to their people back in that time before modern day medicine, right? So this is super amazing if you have dry skin, if you have cracked skin, and perhaps if you see any of these starting to form on your skin. Myrrh is going to be your friend, okay? So when myrrh teams up with Helichrysum, you know we have a duo of skin supporting essential oils. But let's move on to our next. All right, next up is our third essential oil, blue tansy. Now, you guys might realize that the cap is looking a little loved by the blue tansy, and that's correct. This is what can happen for that, okay? I call this the Smurf Essential Oil because if you put it on your skin undiluted, it might turn a little bit blue until it's absorbed by the skin on your body. But the reason why we're using this in our skin and body oil is because it is good for anything skin. I want you to think of the word anti, and if you can put anti in front of some skin issues that can occur to you, you might want to consider using blue tansy, superior for having that beautiful skin. All right, folks, we don't have to go out into our flower garden and pick geraniums because Young Living has Geranium Essential Oil for us in a bottle. So for centuries now, a lot of people have been using Geranium Essential Oil to help treat a variety of skin issues. So I want you to think for a second, look at this bottle, and I want you to think of, if you had a skin condition, should you consider using geranium to help support that? So you'll see in a lot of DIY recipes, geranium is going to be used for skin because it is that amazing when applied topically. All right, and last but not least, we have sacred frankincense. And I just want you to listen to the background of sacred frankincense and why it is going to be in our skin oil. So after 15 years of research, I'm going to read to you right now. 15 trips to Oman and numerous meetings and negotiations with Omani officials, D. Gary Young, who is the founder of our Young Living company, was granted the first export permit in modern history of Oman for the release and the export of the oil and permission to build a Young Living distillery in the country and to export the resulting essential oil out of Oman. Holy Mother of Mary. All right, we're talking about Sacred Frankie here. I want you to open up to page 100 in your 8th edition of the desk reference to read a little bit more about this. But in conclusion, I want you guys to know that when you put them all together, you're going to get this beautiful, beautiful concoction. And what I'm going to do for you is show to you that you're not going to turn blue. You're going to drop it on your desired area that needs a lot of hydration. Okay, so you can see that it's kind of blue. I'm gonna rub it in. And because we've mixed it with other essential oils and other carrier oils, I don't look like a Smurf, which is pretty exciting. My recommendation is for you to use this essential oil and this DIY blend at nighttime because it's gonna give it the optimal most time to absorb into your body and allow your body to kind of just soak in all the goodness from those essential oils. All right, guys, enjoy.